4 years ago, Sebastian stood outside a small cafe in downtown Munich, rain soaking through his threadbare coat, as his cousin Marcus laughed. "You really think dropping out of university makes you a visionary? You're just lazy." The rest of the family chuckled, sipping lattes under the cafe's awning, never once offering him shelter or warmth. Sebastian had left university halfway through his final year. Not because he wanted to, but because their uncle, who had promised to sponsor his education after his parents' death, suddenly couldn't afford it. Yet, 6 months later, that same uncle bought Marcus a Tesla for graduating with honors. He disappeared after that. No calls, no texts, no more being the object of pity or ridicule. Fast forward to a brisk Thursday morning in Zurich. Inside the glass towers of a Veritech AG, the scent of polished wood and imported espresso beans wafted through the 38th floor boardroom. A major partnership was about to be signed. A Veritech and a struggling mid-sized software firm from Berlin looking to be acquired. Marcus was now the CTO of that Berlin firm. His company had been hemorrhaging funds for months. This acquisition was their lifeline. Marcus adjusted his tie nervously. "I heard their VP is brutal," he whispered to his CEO. The door opened. Sebastian walked in. Sharp navy suit. Clean lines. The unmistakable air of command. Marcus froze, mouth ajar. "C'est Seb?" Sebastian didn't flinch. He didn't smile. He took his seat at the head of the table, opened his folder, and began the meeting like Marcus was any other failed entrepreneur begging for a bailout. For 45 minutes, Sebastian dissected the company's operations with surgical precision, highlighting oversights, inefficiencies, and unethical data practices Marcus thought were well hidden. At the end, he shut the folder. "I've decided," he said coolly, voice smooth as the room held its breath. "Veritech will not be acquiring your firm. We don't partner with companies built on arrogance and mediocrity." Marcus stood, visibly sweating. "Sab, I didn't mean back then. We were kids' family." "Come on." Sebastian met his eyes. "For the first time in 4 years. You were right that day," he said quietly. "I was a dropout. But you mistook struggle for failure." He stood. "Goodbye, Marcus." That was it. No drama, no raised voices. Just silence. And a door that closed with finality. The next week, Marcus' company filed for bankruptcy. And Sebastian, he caught a flight to Santorini that evening, opened a bottle of wine, and watched the sunset in peace. His past now as irrelevant as the people who once mocked him.